7 of them. That will thwart off this attack. Very nice fungal growth down on the Banshees, but it wasn't in a good timing. He should have waited for the Hydralisks to come out, and he would have been able to get all of these dead. And, oh no, it looks like this Ultralisk Cavern may go down as a 4th Banshee comes in to reinforce, and it does die, so the Ultralisk production is going to be halted for the time being. Of course, that Hive is still up, so he can just produce another one. And we'll have to see if he's going to put down his natural expansion once again, as he's forced to really long distance mine right now. And the Banshee's still coming in to cause a little bit more economic damage, taking out that extractor. That's about 75 minerals gone. And yes, Ultralisk Cavern is coming up once again in the main base. And we've got 2 more Banshees. No, correction, 4 more Banshees. So just a ton of harassment coming in here from TLO. Dimaga's in pain right now. He just cannot split up all of his Hydralisks that he has right now. He's only sitting on 7 Hydras and 3 Queens right now, although he does take out the 1 Banshee. And more harassment being done. All of these drones getting taken out. Looking at the units lost tab, he is just racking up the free kills. Hydras making their way across the base, of course, with the creep being extended so well. He's going to be able to move as fast as he can, but TLO is harassing just so well here. Very nice job with 3 Queens and 2 Hydras pushing off here, and he's got 1 Queen and Infestor and about 4 Hydras here. So he's going to be safe for the time being, but TLO is now getting his 3rd base fully set up, producing another command center. I'm not sure if this is going to be for his patented, you want to call it planetary fortress defense, where he puts up a planetary fortress here and pretty much seals this expansion from any harassment or attacks. And that is a lot of Hellions. That is 17 Hellions, and they do have the Infernal Pre-Igniter. So any Zerglings they come across, or actually even Hydralisks. Very nice job with the scans coming down. Going to take out all these creep tumors, and it's going to slow the advancement of these Ultralisks. Ultralisks do such little damage to these Hellions, and they're just so slow. Look at them just try to crawl along this uncreeped ground. Hellions here just dancing around the Zelnug Watchtower, trying to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, and he is succeeding with that. 2 Banshees here still waiting. Cloak is being researched, so maybe once Cloak is done, he will reutilize those Banshees and do some more harassment. Of course, Dimaga does have a Overlord here, so he does see everything that is happening here at this base. And wow, we've got 3 command centers, 2 in production and 1 finished. So I have to admit, we must be seeing the planetary fortress defense. But at the same time, all of these drones being moved on over to his expansion, and cloaked Banshees here. Very nice job with the fungal growth. Fungal growth, of course, if it hits the cloaked units, does reveal them for the duration of the fungal growth, as the Overseer does just pop out now. At the same time, more Banshees coming out in the back to... Wow, the Hive does go down. So while I was busy watching this harassment, he was harassing up here as well. Hive is dead. If he can kill off this Ultralisk Cavern, Dimaga is going to be forced back to the Dark Ages, and he's going to have to produce tier 1 or 2 units for the time being. Doesn't even have a lair right now, but as long as he keeps this Ultralisk Cavern, he can keep producing those units. Though it does seem weird, I guess you don't need a Hive to actually produce the Ultralisks. Ultralisk being 300, 206, and taking 70 units of time to warp in, or morph in, I should say. Quite a long time. Barracks coming out once again to scout, and it looks like more creep tumors. These queens are actually full on energy right now, so they can plop down a metric ton of these creep tumors. But it's not going to happen right now, and there is more harassment here, this time from Hellions, and they're going to roast quite a few drones and Hydralisks this time, and no other harassment coming. And it looks like, given enough time, I don't know if this creep tumor actually reaches this Ultralisk Cavern, but the creep may reseed, and that Ultralisk Cavern may eventually, or slowly die. Very nice, once again, scan coming down from TLO. I said coming down once again. I gotta stop that. Anyways, taking out quite a few of those creep tumors, trying to do a little bit more harassment here, but there are 3 Ultralisks here to prevent that. But not, that doesn't scare them off. They are just going to dance around the mineral line and burn all of these drones and even an infestor. And this could spell death for Dimaga, as he's just losing all of his economy. And we do have a very rare upgrade coming now in for TLO as well. While all these Ultralisks, that's a lot of Ultralisks. 12 Ultralisks. Anyways, all these drones are dead, and a quite peculiar upgrade here that we don't see very often. It was, I believe, the Thor's strike cannons, although, yes, it did finish. So siege mode is done, Infernal Pre-Igniter is done, and so is now the 250mm strike cannons, which causes 600 damage over, I believe, 8 seconds, and also stuns the unit, but I don't believe it'll stun Ultralisks. Reaper's coming in to do a little bit of harassment as well. Their mobility is going to be a little bit too much for the Ultras if he was microing them, but he was not paying attention. Looks like he's just going to be setting up a 4th base. And we've got, yeah, 1 planetary fortress and an orbital command. He's got lots of energy on it, so maybe he built an orbital command actually just for scanning purposes. Now that is a very good idea actually, because you can use your mules from your other orbitals and keep up your mineral production from those, and actually have just 1 dedicated orbital command for the scans. So very interesting play by TLO, stimming these Marines actually, and coming off to take out this Overlord. Yeah, they looked, yeah, stim did just wear off. I thought they looked really fast, but I didn't think he would stim them. Either way, he did, and we've got 6 more Banshees coming out here on the field for TLO. That is going to be very, very tough to deal with, as he's got no Overseers here, and it looks like this base is going to go down. TLO is causing a lot of damage here. He's got 2, no, just 1 more here, trying to look around for another place to dance around and kill, while these 5 take out this hatchery. And he's got another one here that's almost dead. An Infestor surely took that one out. And he is taking out the spawning pool now here with just this 1, but it's going to get taken out as a fungal growth isn't needed because there is an Overseer around. So the Banshees that he does have left, which is 3, all 5 of these were saved. A little bit low on energy, so they were forced to decloak and regenerate that energy. And it looks like he's going to be forced to cancel this hatchery. This would have been a key expansion for Dimaga to have up, but he did lose it. And with only 3 Hydras here, he is going to be able to... Oh wait, more reinforcing, so I don't think TLO is going to be able to take this out again. He's going to be forced to retreat with these Banshees. No! Very nice microed by pulling back the Banshees that were weak on health. It is now just 3 Queens, and this did not... I don't believe that was cancelled this time. I think it was killed. Very nice transfusions coming down, but he just can't keep up with all the switching targets. Very nice job by TLO, and more Banshees are flooding the field to do the harassment, and that is pretty much lights out for Dimaga, as there is nothing he can do. Only mining off 1 base right now. He's got a ton of Ultras, but he just cannot break through this force. Tanks, Marauders, Thors, Banshees, Marines. Wow, the Marauders, they don't have concussive shells, but it won't matter, as it doesn't affect the Ultralisks anyways. Cloaked Banshees are going to finish up these Ultralisks, as they do finish off the last tank. A couple Marauders living, a couple Hellions, and a battle cruiser. To add insult to injury, even adding some battle cruisers to the field. So very nice play by TLO in this series. He does take the series 2-1 against Dimaga here, and it looks like Dimaga is kind of throwing everything he can, but this is just delaying the inevitable, as TLO is now working off this high yield, or soon to be working off the high yield, and Dimaga does GG. Liquid TLO does take it. So I've got Group B Day 1 coming up for you as well, and then Day 2 will probably be tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and stay tuned for Group B.